Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Zombies Love Bacon podcast for 2023. It's been 55 days since we last recorded the podcast, and no one remembers what happened on that episode. No one at all. It's a distant memory. We've had the silly season since, where everyone eats and drinks way too much and goes out stressing about buying presents for people they only see once a year. But now that is over, and we are back into the real main game. The year has started, 2023, and welcome to the new podcast that's on every Sunday at 6 p.m. live. Rain, hail, or shine. Make sure you tune in for that.
You'll definitely come across a lot of creeps.
Where have all these cancelable opinions?
You guys keep boots at 60 feet.
That was a picture of my boots.
That's it, that's the title of the podcast.
They're rock hard.
That's great advice.
All right, hello everybody. Today we are joined by Vince.
Hey, you gotta flip my camera.
Oh, fuck you. Shelby is also here.
Hello.
And Tame has joined us as well. Welcome on in, everybody.
Yo, what's up?
For the new style podcast. The first of the month. I'm surprised that people turned up, to be honest. So,
Especially
welcome on in.
today.
It's
On the
today.
day.
It's New Year's Day. Did anyone get drunk last night?
Well,
Obviously not. We're all here.
No.
no.
I don't drink.
I didn't
bro.
get
It's
too
haram.
drunk. I didn't get too drunk.
You get too
But I
drunk.
did have a drink and I did pass out
There you go. Before midnight?
before midnight.
It's we tried to figure out what day would be the best day to do the podcast and when we should do it and everything else, and we landed on Sunday. And then I'm like, well, the first Sunday is the first, so good luck.
Yeah.
Let's see how we go. But for those who don't know, it's actually a very special day for a number of reasons. Right now, this moment 10 years ago is when Zombies Love Bacon was started. Right on
On this day?
on this day. This is the day. 10 years since.
10
No
years
way.
ago, I wasn't
10
even graduated
years.
high school.
Okay, that makes it
Wow.
sound weird.
Oh, I'm fucking blessed to be here, bro.
Blessed
that's
to be
hectic.
here.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it's
No,
look, I could tell
content.
you, it's a very different cast to what it was 10 years ago. we were a very young bunch of hoodlums.
I mean, we're young, you're not, so like, it's still kind of the same.
No, when I say young, like 18, fucking 19. I think we had a few people that were like 15 and telling everyone they were 18, so they could, still play. I think we had one kid because we were mainly playing like Call of Duty and Battlefield and shit like that, and that's where we all met each other. And there was one when we had a rule, it was like you had to be 15 or older because we just basically no squeakers, right? Is the rule. And there was this one guy, and I knew he wasn't 15, but he was such a fucking god at COD. I let him in because he fucking carried. Kid was 13. He was 13 years old. He's hanging out, and I think the oldest in our group, there was someone who was in their 40s, and she would just destroy people. And then whenever someone backtalked her, just the mother would come out in her, and she just fucking slap them down, So it was a real mixed bunch. Some of which still stream today and do their own things, and there's a few people that are still sort of adjacent. But the core group, if you like, have all gone off in separate directions, as you do over 10 years. So, but yeah, I wanted to prompt for my first comment, I guess, is when you think about it, where the hell were you guys 10 years ago? Like 10 years ago, I know Shelby was in high school.
Wait, let me see. So it's actually no, that would have been my first year out of high school starting.
So what were you doing?
I took what I said was a few gap months, but turned into several gap years because I hated my life. So I was probably depressed and playing Minecraft.
Good old Minecraft.
Fuck, that's gold.
Was that when you were making Minecraft videos?
Yeah, so I was a senior moderator on one of the biggest Minecraft communities out there at the time, which was Minecraft Survival Games. And I did that for, I think, 3 years, but I also had my own build team. So we were paid to build stuff for other servers and also create like Hunger Games maps.
It was
that
actually
the whole thing.
It was actually a funny moment on Barjo's stream. He's been watching a lot of his old clips and stuff from like when he was on TV and when he was on Good Game. And he watched the review they did for Minecraft when it came out. And he's just like, little did we know this thing was not going away. it's like That was a very different game on launch to what it is
It's
today.
super weird to think as well as like a lot of the people who play Minecraft now, Minecraft is older than them.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Yep.
Mm.
That's it. I mean, like I remember like when Minecraft was in beta and shit, and I was playing it. I'm like, this is weird, but in a good way. And then it just kept on going and got crazy. So it's weird to think because at the one point I think the average age of people playing Minecraft were like 6 years old. So it's kind of
Sounds right.
wild. And they had like educational packs where you build your own Minecraft laptop. And it's just like a little laptop that does nothing but play Minecraft. But anyway,
That's crazy.
where were you, Vince? 10 years ago, what were you doing?
Straight out, I had to think hard about this. I have no idea. I
You
don't
have no
remember
idea.
anything.
You blocked those
No.
part of your years out of there.
Yeah, no, I can't even think. Actually, no, I know where I was. No, I can't tell you where I was. But yeah, I was somewhere.
What do
somewhere.
you
Somewhere.
mean?
I don't know. Well, I was somewhere, but
Sounds like he was like in a Syrian prison or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's where I went.
Nah,
Either
I
that
was
or
in
he's ops.
Afghanistan. Ops, yeah, I had a couple ops after the game. I was laying low, you know what I mean?
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
I reckon you are ops, mate.
Nah, straight out, I don't really. I know in 2013, 10 years ago, I did my knee reconstruction, so I was probably doing something. I was probably limping throughout the first half of the year, to be honest.
How'd you miss your knee up?
Heard of playing soccer.
Soccer.
It's fit.
Soccer's non-contact, mate. What are you doing?
Not when someone fucking 3 foot tackles you from the corner.
No, I know. I've definitely fucked myself up many times playing soccer. I don't do it anymore because I know I'm unfit. I'm not going to do it. Tay, where were you 10 years ago? What were you doing?
What was I doing? I think I just started to be good.
What does that mean?
Started.
You stopped being a hoodlum.
Yeah, doing things you shouldn't do.
He got married, had
Wait.
a kid.
So
Settled
before
down.
then,
Been a hood rat.
were you a real like feral child? Like
Not feral.
Not Neshe or anything, right?
Well, I kind of was before it even was a thing.
oh no.
Oh,
But,
shit.
yeah, it was weird. It's weird that now when I hear it, I just think yuck.
Yeah, a bit of perspective now.
But yeah, pretty much.
Changed, man.
But yeah, it was wakeboarding, skateboarding, motorbike riding,
What? What'd you say
doing
was
all
the
the
first
fun
one?
shit. Wakeboarding.
Okay, I thought you said something else. Sorry.
What? What could,
What'd you think
what
he
could you
said?
possibly get out of that?
I thought you said the wankerboard. What the fuck's that?
What?
I don't know what that is. Vince has just invented something.
I
We're gonna
just
board,
cruised down the
boys.
Georges River
Oh,
on a
I took my drone
wakeboard.
there last week. Yeah.
Did you?
Bloody hell. But it's interesting when you put it into perspective. I've seen a lot of people tweeting and whatever, and they're like, yo, just did my 2 years on Twitch, huge, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, damn, I'm getting old. Like, I vividly remember, like, if I wanted to record something like this, it was impossible straight away. Like, I was going through and trying to remember what gear I was using and stuff back then.
Back in the day?
Back in the day.
Yeah.
And like OBS wasn't existed. It was an alpha at that point. So OBS wasn't around. We used whatever we could get our hands on, basically. Normally, because
Was OG.
the software pricing in Australia is an absolute joke. It was pretty much whatever we could get our hands on, quite literally. And you don't just walk down the shop or download a fucking Adobe or anything like that because you just couldn't. That was your mate's friend's got a cousin and he'll get
Yeah,
your
I used
copy.
to use Sony Vegas.
I used to use Vegas and I
edit videos.
hated it.
Yeah,
Hey,
so
Bro,
shit.
hold on,
It was
hold on.
trash.
Who used the Dazzle to record their PlayStation gameplay?
No.
I remember Bedazzled, but yeah.
No, what? You didn't use the Dazzle?
Nah.
Right.
So I had the Ava Media player was the first one I had, and I just remember spending $250 on this little fucking thing that would capture like 576p fucking awful footage, and it was horrible. And that's when I was like, fuck man, when did Elgato came out? Came out like the same year. Like they brought out the Elgato HD capture on 2012, and that's when everything changed because every man and his dog could fucking just use it and it'd work, and yeah, life was easy. But I remember talking to my mates, and like we're like, oh, the one thing we wanted to do was like record like the conversations, like the chat audio and stuff like that. And back then, PlayStation didn't even have party chat. So it was all in game. So there's heaps of early videos that I made, and it was literally just me recording banter in COD lobbies, just the absolute, shitting on kids and just being awful to each other. And that was content because it's like, wow, someone can record this now and I put it up on the internet. It's awesome. And but I remember I would record that shit. I could record audio out, but I couldn't record audio in. So I couldn't record my own voice. So it was just literally everyone else in the banter. And then I would edit it and put it all together in this fucking Windows 98 machine that I used for editing. And then I'd hit render, and then I'd hope that it didn't crash in the 3 days that it took to render it.
I was just about to say that. Like, how long did it take you to?
Literally, I would
download the video?
I'd be up all night, and I'd fucking hit render, and I'd just be like, fucking, and like I'd wake up at 3 a.m. and I'd go in and I'd check, and the bars move that much, and I'm just like, fucking hell, I need a new computer. For the longest time, I ended up getting a Mac eventually, just because like they're better. Let's face it, for editing anyway. And I remember that it was a police auction, and I bid it on this Mac, and it didn't have much specs on it. I just saw that it had like an i7 processor and shit in it, and it was $700. I'm like, that's so cheap. And I went to pick it up, and it was a fucking 27-inch monitor on it. 27-inch iMac that I got for $700.
4K ones?
No, it was before the 4K ones. Still fucking awesome for $700.
Yeah.
I went and got Final Cut exactly immediately. Started fucking chopping up videos, and then it only took 1 day to render instead of 3. It was amazing. So
I was editing with Cyberlink Power Director on a very old crappy laptop, which was also where I was running my photography business at the time as well. So
yeah, so I was running a side business once I got the iMac, where I would be digitizing people's beta tapes. So I'd advertise, right, $100 a tape. Someone's got an old beta tape that they can't play because beta players fucking died. I had a beta player, and I rip it straight into the PC, burn it onto a DVD, $100 a tape. No worries.
What's a beta player? Like a VCR?
Before VCR. Yeah.
Before?
Fuck,
Before.
shorty, for I'm 60 years old, bro. I'm not your age to know what a VCR
I wasn't around
is.
when they were around either, but the thing was that they were all shit, and their players died, but all Nana and Pops were fucking filming everything on beta tapes, and they want all the memories.
It was called a Betamax in full, and yeah, it was just before VCR.
It's you know what happened to Betamax?
This is news to me.
Do you know what happened to Betamax? It's the same thing that happened to the HD DVD. Do you know what happened to HD DVD?
What?
Simple,
No,
right?
well-
So HD DVD came out at the same time as Blu-ray. They were competing, and then
Yes, I remember that.
and everyone they had their camps. Obviously, Sony was right when Blu-ray, and Microsoft had HD DVD players for your Xbox. But it all comes down to volume, and the only thing that could actually make volume was the porn industry, and porn choose Blu-ray. So then HD DVD.
No
different
way.
Yep. And then back in
That's
the
why I
day
still
when there
got
was
Blu-ray.
Betamax versus VHS, porn went to VHS, Betamax failed. That's it.
That makes so much sense.
It's
Yeah,
so
it does.
it's so stupid, but works at the same time. But
True
yeah,
story.
but that was my side hustle because I was ahead of the curve on technology. The Nana didn't know how to get her pictures off the fucking beta tape, and then I would just fucking clean up basically. You still every now and then you drive through like a dodgy suburb, you'll see someone who's like, "We digitized your tapes on the walls" and stuff like that. That was me. How I made my pocket money.
You don't see that in Sydney, bro.
I bet you fucking do.
You would. You would.
Never seen that. I've never seen that in my life. I had no idea what a beta tape is until now.
Beta's technically
I see,
beta
I
was
see
a
people doing VCR to
Betamax was actually people still used to use it in the cinema industry, like beta cameras, because it was better quality
Is that,
VHS.
is that Cinemax?
No, that's a different thing.
You said cinema, Betamax.
Like cinema industry, like making film and stuff like that. It was better quality. But yeah, anyway, Cinemax is a different thing. Just don't worry about it. Anyway, my point is, very old. When I started in content, shit was hard. Shit's easy now. People got no excuse.
So much easier.
So
You pretty much
easier.
do it on your phone.
Yeah. The last thing I'll say is, and this is always the kicker for me, because I'll never fucking forget it, because I feel so ripped off these days. But I remember buying an MP3 player because MP3s were going to take over the world, right? And it was the brand was Creative. It was
Zune?
no, it was well before the Zune. This is before iPods, right? It was Creative. It held 32 megabytes of MP3s. How much do you reckon I paid for that? And I paid
600
200.
bucks.
200.
600, bro.
it's between those two prices.
4.
Yeah, close to $400. $399. for 32 megabytes of MP3s. And it had an expansion slot. You could expand it another 32 megabytes.
Well, how
with
long
SD
did the
card.
battery last for? Was it normal AA batteries?
Look, you've listened to the tracks 4 times over before the batteries ran out. I remember it's one of the main reasons that I started listening to Linkin Park back then was because the tracks are shorter and I could fit more on my MP3 player.
Like you said that, and Pez just popped out of my fucking photo I haven't been in. You said Linkin Park.
Yeah, it summons him. It summons him. But
You say Linkin Park 3 times, he appears. It's like Bloody Mary.
oh, no.
My first ever MP3 player was the iPod Shuffle, the first one that looked like a USB stick with a necklace. So I used to walk around with it around my neck when I was in high school. And then I had a Philips Go Gear, which was my favorite by
Oh
far,
my
and I still
God.
remember that fondly. It was actually had a really good UI, and I have a lot of nostalgia about it.
I mean, before I had the MP3 player, I had a Discman, and it was all about you had to walk funny so it didn't skip.
Yeah, I actually had a Discman, but I had the Discman a bit late, like after they were considered fashionable, because it was a hand-me-down, and I was super excited to have it. And I remember I had it in primary school, and I was walking around with it at lunchtime, and some bitch who I hate, who was just like the biggest bully, kicked a football at me. It hit my Walkman out of my hand, and it hit the ground, and it broke.
Wow.
Yawn.
Shit just,
Oh,
my
yeah.
heart broke that day.
That's
I
what,
was listening to Britney Spears.
Speaking of school and primary school, Eladi, I don't know if these existed in your time, but did you guys have yo-yos, marbles, Tamagotchis?
Bro, are you serious? How old do you think he
Fuck
is?
off.
Not
He's
fucking
fucking
granddad,
50, bro. They come with fucking
Shut up.
beta tapes.
He got a
He's doing
Tamagotchi
beta
for
tapes,
Christmas.
bro.
I definitely had a Tamagotchi, and I definitely
I think
played
everyone had
marbles at school.
I say, you're old enough to play marbles. Oh, fucking hell.
You know, I was in school, and put it this way though, because not only was I in school in a tiny town where there was 100 people in my entire school. So,
Everyone knew everyone.
so not only were we, was it ages ago, we were also back in time and 10 years behind everyone else anyway. So, I remember. This just paints the picture completely. That entire school went from prep to year 6, had a single computer in the entire school.
That's gangster.
One printer, one computer. That's it. Everyone had to share it. The
That's
entire
sick.
school.
Yikes.
And I'll never forget because once obviously as time goes on, I went to high school and we had the Apple IIs with the computers that they had there, which was before Steve Jobs came and fixed everything. And then when he fixed it all, and we got the iMacs, the colorful iMacs that came in like orange
I
and blue.
remember them.
Yeah, our school got 1,000 of them, like literally. And I remember coming to school, and I was just lined up down the corridors as they were trying to fit them into every single classroom. And I was just like, "What the fuck is this? I've never seen so many computers in my life." And now we've fucking every kid gets a
They work
laptop,
with computers.
12 computers, and an iPad, and a
Well, yeah,
freaking Switch.
school literally gives you a laptop now.
Yeah, but they
Do
get
they?
like a shitty Chromebook pretty most of the time. Most schools.
So they switched. They used to give us HPs.
Yeah,
No,
I
well,
think the first few
yeah.
years they did like HPs, but most schools do Chromebooks these days.
Yeah, and it's you know why? It's because Chromebooks, like they subsidize them to get them into all the schools so that all the kids grow up playing Chromebook and with Chrome OS, and then when they eventually want to buy their own computer, buy Chromebook and Chrome OS because that's how they know it.
Pretty
Same
much.
way, the same reason why Apple went into my high schools when I was a kid. They wanted everyone to be indoctrinated into the Apple way of doing things, and I pretty much was. Just that I couldn't afford it because Apple's
went to one of
fucking
those-
Fucking
expensive.
so expensive.
I went to one of the first high
Yeah,
schools
so expensive.
like that became one-to-one computing. So I think for my last like year I had a laptop.
Yeah, look, it's just interesting to see someone who's someone who's a kid now, what they're going to be like in 10 years with technology and shit. Given how easy everything is now, like I remember, I was really good at computers, and my teacher's like, "Oh, if you're good at computers, you should learn how to play." It was Macromedia back then, which I think I got purchased by Adobe, and yeah, he's like, "You should really learn how to do this." And he gave me Macromedia, and it wasn't even out of the box yet. And I had to install it on the computer myself and everything and teach myself how to use it. And I think all I figured out how to do was make a dodgy website and put it on GeoCities or something like that. And that was it. But now fucking, it's just so easy to do everything. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. But look, I suppose I'm better for learning the hard way, I guess, in terms of how things work. He's like kids today don't know what Betamax is, but I know exactly what that pain is like.
Kids.
Kids, you heard me.
Kids, Call me kids.
Right.
Isn't he a judo grandfather?
Fucking hell.
I heard Shelby laugh.
She's muted herself, but she's laughing at it. Fucking.
I'm sorry. I preemptively muted myself because I laughed very loud.
God damn.
Sorry, Shelby, I won't make you laugh anymore.
Yeah, how
No,
dare
you
you?
can. Go ahead.
I retract that statement.
All right.
Sorry, my dad calls him a cradle snatcher and has twice now. Anyway, go ahead with the ad break.
Grandfather.
Did you just call me a grandmother?
No, I called him a great grandfather.
Oh, thank God.
Before this completely goes off the rail, we're going to have a quick short break here. We're going to run some ads. All right, we're back, and don't worry about the conversations we were just having. That's fine. If you notice that anything's different, point it out. We'll put 10 points to whoever spots what we changed during that break. But yeah, hi everybody, welcome back. Shelby, you wanted to talk to us about something you found or something.
I mean, I think we should regularly talk about this because this always slaps. I want to talk about the shit towns of Australia.
All right.
It's always, all right, so I'm gonna start with like the least.
Well,
shit
for
on the
those who
list,
don't
which
know
is
what
the-
shit towns of Australia is,
It is a Facebook page. I don't know if they're on other social media. I assume they are. That has a weekly ranking of all the shit towns in Australia and headlines that have come out of those towns. So I'm going to rank it first doing number 10 and then work my way to number 1.
yeah. So it doesn't just call them shit. It gives us a reason why they're shit towns of
Gives us
Australia.
a good reason. And these are headlines often that I haven't seen anywhere, like in the mainstream news. But then I read them here and then I look up articles about it and I'm like, holy shit, that's true. So
Yeah.
So number 10 is Port Pirie, South Australia, which just says still shit. That's okay.
It's a fair reason.
You're not wrong.
Next we have Canberra, which says
Yeah, fuck Canberra.
a gronk was caught drug driving unregistered car with a rope pull mechanism instead of an accelerator pedal.
Wait, what?
Wait, so he pulls the rope, but it goes faster, yeah?
I'm assuming it's some sort of like hillbilly pulley system where you just like give
Complete,
it a quick yank.
complete short sidetrack here, but who here has watched Bush Mechanics? Anyone?
Mate,
Yeah,
I used to love watching it.
fucking great show. That's the shit you'd see on Bush Mechanics. Anyway, continue.
Bro, there's one where their wheel falls off, so they only got 3 wheels, and so they stick a massive log on the back.
Yeah.
And they just like use it as like a skid.
It's like a ski. It's like just replace a wheel with a ski they chopped out of a tree on the side of the road. Fuck it, it's such an ingenious show.
It's so good, yeah.
There's lots of clips on YouTube if anyone ever wants to check it out. But
Definitely look
basically, it's a bunch of bush guys out fucking driving these old beaten up cars, and when they break down, they just use what they can find on the side of the road to fix them. Basically, that's it. It's a whole show,
And it works too.
and it works
This guy's on Bush Mechanics.
apparently.
Number 8 is Kalgoorlie in WA. Teen was fined after whipping out a machete because mate teased him. He got roasted and pulled out a machete.
Yeah, right.
Imagine that.
What is it Labo?
You call that a knife?
I don't
Call that a
have-
knife. This is a knife.
The great thing about this is I'm presented with no context except for the one line that they give you, so we're gonna have to look it up and see if there's any other details. But yeah,
Hundreds
that's
is Labo.
In Kalgoorley.
that. All right.
Yeah, I don't think he would be.
Labo.
Launceston in Tasmania. A man slaps suspected drug dealer, gets whacked with a metal bar. Woman was also caught driving 7 times over limit while taking cat to the vet.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. What? Did that all happen at once? Or
It was two. It was two.
It's all the same family?
That's the same person.
She walks into the vet like really drunk, and there's a guy slapping somebody with a metal bar who's a drug dealer.
He's a drug dealer. Yeah.
Suspected.
Poor cat, though.
Suspected.
Suspected. I don't know. She must have been very upset about what's going on with the cat. Had a few drinks, then had to take a cat to the vet. Hopefully the cat was okay.
That's a very eventful day if it's the same person.
Yeah, well, Geelong's had a more eventful day. Grunk allegedly steals taxi to get back to Poke Machine as quickly as possible.
That's my dad. That is actually my dad. That's where he's been the last week.
Oh my god.
Then there's another one, right? There's another one in Geelong as well.
Yeah.
Gronk punches stranger for stealing his parking spot. And
That's
then
me.
another one, Gronk dad punches junior footy coach.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
also me. Actually, that's Tame, bro. That's Tame taking his kids to a game of footy. The coach
No
said,
way.
son of, what, you fucking dog? I was laying into it.
I used to play football against this guy, lived out in Chester Hill,
Yeah.
and he literally stole his coach's car, went to KFC and held it up with a knife.
He was probably
Holy
on shit town of
shit.
And that was his
Australia that
coach's
week.
car.
What a sick car.
And we're
Probably
only
know
like
him,
13, 14.
What a sick car. This
And he
is
did
now
that.
narrate what you're talking about.
All right, so heading to Cairns next in Queensland. So pest caught on camera, stripping naked and shitting on strangers' doorstep.
Oh my god.
That's some Billy Madison shit.
We're in this beautiful golden age where a lot of people have Ring doorbells now, and they're catching
There's
some
literally
great stuff.
cameras everywhere. Yeah.
Oh no, that's
Yeah.
so good.
I hate the idea that we're being constantly surveilled for everything, but I love the content that's coming out of it and
Yeah.
the shit that you see.
Literally.
I got a video of my dad reversing and hitting my car with his van. Caught on my CCTV.
I thought he said it
And
didn't
then,
happen.
blame Vince that he parked his car.
Yeah,
there.
he blamed me. Oh, wait, I told you about this. Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, he's really nice.
Didn't
Oh,
happen,
that's
mate.
funny.
It didn't happen.
Fuck, I should go drop his ass. I got to find a taxi he stole and hit him.
He's at the pokies, mate.
Yeah, he's
So
still there.
number 4, we have Townsville in Queensland. So grubs rob little old ladies selling Christmas cakes for charity.
God damn.
Also,
Sad.
3 11 to 13-year-old kids face burglary, car theft, and driving charges.
God damn.
That's fine.
Man.
It's fucked up. But yeah, go on.
That's only number 4. So, number 3, Parramatta, New South Wales.
Uh-oh.
Pest tricks retail worker into rubbing oil on his dick to help fictional medical condition.
Go Para.
Like, fuck, I'm from Bankstown, bro.
Like he tricked a retail worker into. Did he go into somebody's shop?
What,
This guy
like
says there's
motor
something-
oil.
Yeah, so he's gone into some shop, and the person working at the shop goes, "Hey mate, something's wrong with my dick," and then he says, "Rub motor oil on it." I don't. That's all I can derive from the context. Are you looking it up?
Yeah, continue. Continue.
Okay. 2, Halls Creek, WA. Town creates designated hoon zone for stolen cars. So a meet-up point for all the stolen cars to hoon.
What?
Yeah, right at the finish line. is
Where
the
was that?
police.
Yeah, where was that? No
That's in
question.
Halls Creek.
Oh, okay.
Undercover set it up.
Definitely.
We're also at number 1 now. So dead shit who shat in pool and pissed in supermarket jailed again for stalking woman and getting his dick out at Bateman's Bay, New South Wales.
Bateman's Bay.
Bateman's Bay.
So he this is the same guy, by the way. That one wasn't multiple events. So this is the same guy who shat in a pool and pissed in a supermarket, jailed again for stalking a woman and getting his dick out. He lives an interesting life.
So he came out of the jail and he's just like,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
go, round 2.
That's
Yeah, right.
Now, what
some
did you
people-
find about the dick and the oil thing?
I'm trying to find. There's so many websites that have got you got to pay to be a part of it.
I'll find it. Yeah.
No, I've got it.
Parramatta.
I've got it. It's a sex shop first of all, so that answers half the question.
Oh, well, half of it. Still
Maybe.
questionable.
Oh wait, no, it's not. Okay, hang on.
super cheap.
I got it here. Hold up. I got
Hang
I
on,
got Apple
hang
News
on.
Plus.
Hold
I'll
up,
put the link in.
hold up. Have you finished yet, Shelley? You finished all your
I'm finished. That was all the list.
Okay, excellent. Let me just read the fucking headline of this fucking story. The man who persuaded a store clerk to rub oil into wait, no, is this the same thing?
There are
December.
multiple
No.
cases that this happened.
This is December 5, 2022.
Yeah, no, that would be right.
That's the one,
This
yeah.
article came out in December 12th.
But it's not a penis, though. The man who persuaded a store clerk to rub oil into her groin to cure her painful spontaneous what?
That's not the one.
That's
bro.
not right. That's not right. This is something else.
I'll
Still
give
the
you
same
the actual
premise.
link
Yeah, okay, you go. You
because I got Apple News Plus and they have Daily
Oh.
Telegraph, so I can just
Ah.
use that.
yeah, I'm not gonna be able to see that because I
yeah.
don't have Daily Telegraph.
Yeah. Got to pay $3.
Fuck it.
I don't pay nothing, bro. It comes with my Apple Music. I just gotta
Oh, yeah.
fucking find the article. I gotta get on my phone.
If
I'm
we're
gonna have to
sponsored by
Google
Apple,
this
would be the
fucking-
same.
How sex pest con store worker into rubbing oil on his penis. I have to fucking type that in.
Yep.
You're gonna get some weird Google ads.
It's also coming up now. It's saying, "Are you looking for a job in Parramatta?"
I'm also just imagining, those sort of like clickbaity ads out there that are just like, doctors hate her, something cured with one weird trick, like the anti-aging ones and stuff. There's gonna be
Yep.
pop-ups coming up for Vince now that'll be like,
Mhm.
doctors hate him, one weird trick for curing dick disease.
It's also grapeseed oil. Just want to help people out.
Oh, well, that helps. So it's not motor oil. At least it's probably body safe.
Yeah. So it's Yeah, I think that other one that I think someone had like stolen it and tried to put it on their website, and that's why it was full of grammar errors,
Grammatical errors.
grammatical errors. Anyway, it's that is
There you go. I got the whole article. I'm gonna screenshot it to you, laddie. You can send it. I'll send it to you, and you read it.
Yeah, just send it over. Let me have a look and I'll go through it. But goddamn, that's a twist and a turn. He didn't do it. McDoris says he didn't do it. That's good. He's admitting.
While we're waiting for that, I'll just go back because we obviously haven't talked about shit towns for a while.
Okay.
And I'll pick a few choice headlines from the previous issue as well.
Go for it.
So, Albany in WA, a grub was jailed for throwing cups of poo on 2 different cops.
Cops. Okay. Yep.
Mhm.
That's fine, but continue.
In Melbourne, a funeral director was accused of nicking clothes and jewellery from a corpse. And a homicidal cockatoo chucks pot plants off an apartment balcony.
Oh, I saw that one. I saw that one. Someone filmed that. That cockatoo was
Oh.
murdering people.
Holy shit.
That's good.
Adelaide, a Gronk T-bones a car while on meth, flees the scene, returns and flees again in a stolen car while victims are still trapped in the wreckage.
God damn.
What a
So-
sad.
All right,
That's dark.
I got this article here. It's a bit
There you go,
here.
I sent it to you.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, six screenshots.
Holy shit. All right, headline. Conman and serial pervert, I won't put his name in there, admits sex attack on store worker. A man who tricked an unsuspecting retail worker into rubbing oil on his penis under the guise of treating an embarrassing medical condition has been unmasked in court as a serial sex pest with a shocking track record of terrorizing women dating back at least 20 years. Okay. I just want to get to what
Was
actually
it a
happened.
sex shop that they were that was working?
No, I think that was a different one. The one I found was a different one.
I just want to know how that conversation went down. Like, did the retail worker
It's
just not
here.
say?
Just
oh,
ha-
there's,
just-
like,
He told.
just happened to be that this guy's 69 years old too. Just
Yeah, he told her a workplace accident had left him with a partially severed penis and testicles, and as a result, he had little feeling in his genitals. He went on to produce a fake doctor certificate saying he suffered from a spontaneous, uncontrollable, and painful erections, which were treated by massaging grapeseed oil containing the local anesthetic lidocaine into his penis, scrotum, and groin area.
Does that
Wait.
answer your question?
wait. No, hold on. Okay, reading that headline off the Shittown thing where it says pest tricks retail worker into rubbing oil on his dick. Oh, is the oil being rubbed onto the retail worker's dick or the other person's dick?
No, the other person, the guy with the.
Oh, I thought the
old-
retail worker's dick was getting rubbed.
No. So
The pervert.
it sounds like he's gone in and he's been like, "Yo, I have this problem with my penis. Can you help me rub oil into it?" And then the
Oh.
retail worker has then gone, "Fine, I'll do it," and basically gave him a handy. Is what it's come down to.
Holy crap, that's awful.
That's awful. Yeah.
Thanks
Oh
for
my-
clearing that up because I was thinking about it the other way around and that's more confusing.
That's how I thought of it.
This
too.
article goes into this article's based off not the incident but the court hearing of it, which is extra disturbing. So yeah.
I mean, his name's there. We
The
can
court-
just search up the
So
results.
let me just read this paragraph. This is the sort of sums up. The court had heard that the court had heard that the woman who was studying nursing took Jones to the office at the back of the store and help fit his shorts. And oh my god, this is a different case. Okay, so he's managed to trick someone else into helping him get undressed in the back room as well. On top of that,
Oh my god.
So he's a terrible person.
so it's a
really.
terrible person. Basically,
Terrible.
so to sum it up, to summarize for those, because we're struggling to piece it all together, because it sounds like this guy just went sex pest for 20 years and we're just caught up, right? But basically, he went into a place, is like, yo, my penis hurts and I can't get an erection, but can I rub this oil on my penis and make it better? Hey, wink, it would be better if you did it for me. I really need help. Please help me. And she's like, fine. Gets his dick out, rubs him hard, and then she's like, well, wasn't that hard to get an erection. And then was like, that's really fucking weird, gross, called the cops. And then the cops like, well, this guy's a monster, and took him to court. That's pretty much
Put him
what
behind
came
bars, hopefully, because that's terrible.
yeah. So it's that,
Okay, I think Parramatta should be higher up on the list of
And
shit towns
that-
of Australia for that.
that is how you get on shit towns of Australia. Yeah. Honestly, it's the shit towns of Australia is 50% funny and 50% fucking disturbing, and makes you wonder You know,
What is going on? Yeah.
what is going
What world
on?
we live in.
It's just kind of fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Everything else, but it is a look. We've talked about shit towns of Australia. And I want a quick segue into this, and I don't want to deep dive in it because we know it's a very deep well of shit. But we're going to talk about shit people of the world. In particular, we're going to talk about Andrew Tate, because holy shit, is this man just fucking stupid or something? I don't know. But the short version of it is the man is currently living in Romania and currently wanted for human trafficking. We won't go into all that shit. But he was talking some smack to Greta on Twitter. Greta, the young activist,
Greta Thunberg.
pretty much the face of Activision at the moment. Not Activision, the game
She's
company.
the new top G.
But not Activision
She's the
gaming.
reason Warzone 2's fucked.
Anyway,
The
Greta,
climate activism.
Greta replied to one of his tweets with a, yeah, sure, send over your grievances to smalldickenergy@getfucked.com or whatever. Right, so which he made a full-ass video in reply because he is small dick energy, right? And in that video, it was clear that he was eating pizza from a very famous Romanian pizza place, and that was all the evidence that they needed to find where he was fucking hiding in Romania and go arrest him. And now, depending on which part of the internet you sit, he's either arrested or free, whatever you want to say. But basically, because the small dick energy man got butt hurt and made a video, he went to jail.
Good, I hope they give him the death penalty.
Look, it's the more you dig, like I said, the more you dig into it, the more you go, holy shit, this is fucked up, and this guy should not be should be allowed in the. But at the end of the day, Greta got him arrested. No one else could.
That's the thing. She didn't.
Pretty much.
She actually was just like chilling, and he randomly lashed out on her on Twitter. Like she's just nothing had happened between them before. She just responded, and now it's one of the most liked tweets in Twitter's history, by the way.
Yep.
And then this all unfolded. It's just like, well, don't go picking on like a random, 19-year-old kid. I think she's 19 now.
I'm just gonna put this out there right now. Greta's full on just called out countries. I wouldn't fight her at anything. Like she doesn't back down. Full stop. No. So I mean, you just figure that shit out immediately.
It's just weird. I don't know what he expected to happen. Like, did he expect to get like some sort of, I owned like a 19-year-old girl on Twitter?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's involved in human trafficking, so he does probably own a 19-year-old girl.
Unfortunately, that's a little bit too close to the truth. So let's just. But anyway, it's so. It is straight up where he thought that I'm gonna get some clout. Me and the boys watch me crush this fucking this girl on Twitter, and then she just stomped on him, and not only stomped on him, but he sent him to fucking jail.
Got himself arrested.
Well,
It was just
throw away the
very wild.
keys. Fucking hate that cunt. If I ever see him, I'll actually drop him.
There's a reason he lives in Romania. It's,
yeah, because he knows he can get away with fucking sex crimes because they don't give a fuck over there.
More or less. That's more or less where it comes down to. He himself said that he's there because everyone's corrupt. So it's a fucked up situation. But I just wanted to draw the attention to, hey, this is a perfect example of think before you talk. Think before, like this guy got butthurt, made a video thinking he was doing something fucking shit hot. Now he's in jail. Go fuck yourself, mate.
Unlucky.
Fucking lucky. But yeah, it couldn't happen to a nicer fella, in my opinion. But yeah, I thought that was. I was still unraveling. Like it's still unraveling, but I'm just enjoying the tea that comes out of this whole thing. It's just so delicious. And let's actually while we're on the topic of, and it's not a segment. I don't want to do this every week because I don't want to talk about shit humans of the world for the rest of the week. But in my break between podcasts, amongst the eating way too much food and basically making myself sick by eating too much and drinking too much and just
hell yeah,
man, I'll do it again though in a heartbeat. But anyway, I've been really deep diving into some new YouTube channels. I've been going through things that people have been recommending and stuff like that. And I got really deep into Coffeezilla. If you don't know who Coffeezilla is on YouTube, fuck me, what a legend. This guy is like fucking Sherlock Holmes. He just goes solving, deep diving into controversies and mysteries. And probably the most hot topic that he keeps getting into is cryptocurrencies and people that have get ripped off by cryptocurrencies and shit like that. And anyway, he's done a 3-parter, which is it's a wild fucking ride. It's a 3-parter on Logan Paul and how his cryptocurrency is basically a giant scam from the start. Which it is. The evidence is there and it's so clear. And there's a moment in one of the videos where he calls Logan's manager and is like, look, I just want to get a comment, whatever. And Logan's manager is basically like, you can't say anything but the truth. And he's like, yeah, that's why I'm calling you to find out what's going on. He's like, yeah, there's no comment, but you can't say anything because it's not the truth. Like, yeah, but I don't know what the truth is. Basically what he's saying is, I'm the only one that knows the truth. I'm not telling you what it is. And if you say anything, I'm going to sue you. And it's like, what the fuck is this conversation? And it's like,
Let's be real. Yeah.
What?
Sorry, keep going.
Yeah. So the whole thing is, there's 3 parts. There's literally people that work on this cryptocurrency who say they've won the Super Bowl, even though they've never bloody worked for the Super Bowl. And like, there's twists and turns. It could be a Netflix fucking movie, easy clap, right? And anyway, it gets to the end. He's posted it all up, and it's blowing up. It's blowing up across the world. Coffeezilla's got 500,000 new followers in a week, just straight up from just this Logan Paul thing and news coverage, everything else. So of course, Logan Paul, being a public figure, is now coming back saying it's all bullshit. None of it's true. And now he's coming back saying, I'm going to make my own thing about how Coffeezilla made all this shit up. And then he even tweeted yesterday himself dressed up as Coffeezilla breaking a coffee cup, because this is where it's going. I'm like, tea is so juicy. It's so juicy, this tea. I'm fully invested. I've never been this invested in internet drama in my life, but I'm fully invested in where this Coffeezilla thing goes. And the production value, like when I say he made 3 videos that he spent a year doing research on and like interviewing people and doing all this deep dive shit. It's fucking amazing work that he's done. And that's why I say, like, I full on believe it, because all the evidence and everything's there. Like he presents it all. He does all the work. And then, you know, you get Logan Paul who goes, nah, it's cap, bro. Cap.
Well, realistically, anything that's not like the top 7 or 8 cryptos are all scams or rug pulls. Like all the celebs do it.
Yeah,
you go through. Kim K did it with one. She rug pulled like 20 million off. All
I think Coffeezilla broke it down as well. Like this is what this guy does. You'd fucking love to read it, because what he does is he goes through all their wallets, all their crypto wallets, and he sees all the transactions on the blockchain. And it's like, because like this guy that he had was like, he's going, oh man, it wasn't me, they were screwing me over, blah, blah, blah. And then when he went and looked at his wallet, guess who it was? It's fucking him. It's on the blockchain. You can't hide it. Anyway,
you can't.
If you're at all interested in anything to do, particularly with like cryptos and stuff like that, or any like those, so I think the big one, Zoocoin, is this one's based on. But he did some few other ones as well, and it's all the same shit. It's fucking just crazy amounts of money too. Like, it's not $10 here or whatever. It's, this guy ripped 6 million out here. There's one guy it's an Australian guy that's in Zoocoin who spent $500,000 on it. One guy of his own money. It's gone. It's fucking gone, and it's whole thing's amazing. Anyway, so I've spent my break watching a lot of YouTube channels, and that one definitely stood out to me. And I came in right at the right time, because this whole thing's been unloading, and I'm like, yeah, go fucking get them. It's gonna be great watch. So yeah, it's been a solid. But yeah, I suppose I want to just for a second talk about a few like YouTube channels and stuff that we're all watching. Like, what's your go-to sort of watch on YouTube at the moment? Coffeezilla's been for me. I've also been into Legal Eagle. If you don't know who that is, he's an American lawyer who just breaks down the law and like public drama that goes in law and doing all that. So he broke down the whole Elon Musk Twitter thing, for example. Did a really good job at it in like legal jargon. It's another great one to check out. So I don't know if you guys got a recommendation that you should say.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I've been same sort of time period of like finding them and getting into them. I got into Curious Archive, which is a channel that makes tons of videos on speculative biology. So on different projects and video games and stuff, it looks like the biology of the creatures in it and why they would exist and like all the different features.
Is that because of Subnautica?
Yeah, because of Subnautica. So he did some Subnautica videos. He's also done some about like the creatures in Horizon. He's done some about Monster Hunter. He's done some really cool stuff. There's one about Dune as well.
It would be cool for him to do then, and this comes straight off the back of watching Avatar yesterday, but Avatar.
I think he's going to do
like
one on
it?
Avatar as well. It was good.
Oh, you can't not like that movie.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I also
Fuck off.
I've been watching again Izzy's, who is a Kiwi YouTuber who's popped off lately. She does a lot of internet nostalgia like video essays from things that were in like I'd say like the early the late millennial, early Gen Z sort of period of the internet, so like Neopets and like DashCon and all those sort of things. She does like deep dives into all that, which I really like, and like all the weird fandom niche stuff that happens. So good channel to check out.
All right, what do you got, Vince? What have you been watching on YouTube, bro?
Jim Browning,
What's Jim Browning?
Scam Beta. He's a
Scam
scam
Beta.
beta.
Oh,
Fucking
yes.
OG, bro.
Oh wait, what is
That's
that?
what- so basically, all these scam calls we get here, private numbers calling out Amazon, charge you $300, this and that.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
guy hacks into their systems and just shuts everything down, bro, and he just shows you.
Oh, actually,
everything,
yeah.
CCTV. So there's him, lots of Kip Boger as well.
Yeah, Kip Boger's the OG. He's fucking great.
Scam Beta is a good guy as well, but I'm also watching a lot of. It's like a whole bunch of crime docos, like on A&E. It's like unsolved murder mysteries being solved and shit. So a lot of that stuff, like A&E does like 12-minute videos of like interrogations and all that, and like everything leading up into the interrogations and how the truth comes out. So
Hell yeah.
it's a whole bunch of cool shit and lots of space stuff. There's one, I think the channel's called Access Astronomy or Access Astrology. I don't know, it's fucking something. I don't know the name of it, but they do a whole shit about like a whole bunch of shit about space.
Nice.
I've watched that. I think I've watched that one about where they do the psychological breakdowns of the interrogations and like
Yeah, so
particularly when people are faking it. And
oh,
like,
I have
lying.
seen that. Yeah.
But a lot of them ones aren't on. They're on like murder mysteries or unsolved mysteries. They're like 40-minute. They show you the whole interrogations. There's ones that go for 2 hours and that. So I watch a lot of them, but a lot of people don't have 2 hours to watch. So that's why I recommended the A&E ones because it's like 12 minutes. They just break them down.
How about you, Tame? What have you been watching?
Been watching, Coffeezilla. But I also been watching, that Most Critical.
Moist Critical,
Penguin
yeah.
Zone, yeah.
Oh, fuck. You
His
know,
videos,
I never used to watch his shit, and like I just never resonated with it. But I don't know, last probably 6 months, it's just his commentary's been spot on.
Yeah, it's good. I've been watching him.
Yeah.
Also been watching this channel, VinWiki. It's like a car channel, but they talk about heaps about that Cannonball Run.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
So yeah, it's still done today. I didn't even know that.
What, Cannonball Run?
Yeah, like people they're just doing the thing from East Coast to West Coast.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do the quickest time.
Fucking.
But there was one guy on there. He pretended to be a cop car. And he made it all the way there. He made it all the way there. It looked like an undercover car.
Nice.
So he was speeding past everyone. No one was calling it in because they thought it was a cop car.
What a fucking sus cunt.
Brilliant.
What a
fucking.
Yeah,
Have you seen Mighty Car Mods?
Hey,
what is it?
Mighty Car Mods?
Nah.
Mighty Car Mods. You mean?
Yeah, they're from my area.
I've seen them.
Yeah. They live out in the Georges River, bro. All their shots, the above shots with the drones and that, all Georges River.
Fucking hell. All right, we're going to take a short break here. All right, we're back. We're just discussing whether or not I should blow Cinnamon live on the stream.
Cinnamon.
Also, he's supposed to come out of the cake. We haven't forgot it.
Oh, shut up. Yeah, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay? I was doing my work and everything because it takes a bit of work to get all the shit together for the new season, and I watched the last episode that we did. We're on something. I don't know. It was all over the place. It was all over the place. It was just fucking high on life. But I did spend a little bit of time with one of my coworkers just working out how you would actually do the cake thing. And there was no idea that we came up with that didn't suck balls, basically. Like, it was going to be cake mess everywhere. You know, and look, I've done stupid shit before for stream. And like, I honestly, yesterday, I found more glitter, all right? Ever since I let off the glitter bomb, that one cooking stream, fucking 6 months ago, I'm still finding glitter in the house. You know, it was funny at the time, a good 3 seconds of laughs there, and a lifetime of glitter-infused life. So I'm not saying that I won't necessarily do the cake thing. I'm just trying to figure out how I can do it that it doesn't punish me for the rest of my life.
If you send me a video, Bobby, we're going to see some zombie. If you send me like 2-minute video of your face just looking left and right and just moving around and shit, I'll deep fake you onto one.
Shit up.
So I looked at that.
I'll deep fake you into the one where Triple H is going to cut the cake and Randy Orton comes out. I'll deep fake you onto that one.
I thought you just gonna. I just thought you were gonna just deep fake me into some into Smithers.
Nah. I'm one-upping her, bro. You're coming out of a cake to build Triple H.
Oh God. Anyway, you know the Triple H actually came up in an article I was reading the other day. There's like a fan petition for Triple H to play fucking God of War.
Yes,
Yeah,
Kratos.
yeah.
Oh wait, what was it?
So Kratos they're getting a TV show for Netflix, right? God of War.
Yeah.
And they reckon Triple H is the man to play Kratos.
He can't
Yes.
anymore though with his heart condition.
I don't think he's the right man. I think Christopher Judge, who does the voice, I think he's just fine, honestly, because that
Nah,
man's a
bro.
unit. Have you seen that guy?
Bro,
Yeah,
it's
okay, I see
uncanny.
it. All right, I can
it's
see it.
uncanny, bro.
It's pretty close.
Uncanny.
It is close.
But he's Triple H is a
they
broken
also got
man,
this
though,
guy.
isn't he? Triple H is cooked.
He's got a heart condition.
Yeah, he almost died. He had like 12% blood oxygen level.
Oh, Jesus
Um,
Christ!
Yeah, they also got Ciampa. He literally dressed up as God of War
Oh my
for a
God.
pay-per-view. Yeah,
you know what? Out of all the things, though, I feel like who can play God of War? That's like just the buff man competition. There's plenty of them out there.
The buff, bald, bearded man competition.
Nah,
Yeah,
you gotta be a
this-
good actor as well.
Yeah, okay, that's true as well. But you know, it's whatever. But it's funny though because I saw somebody did a meme. They're like, we've it's like a full on announcement thing. It looked legit. Like we've announced who's going to be playing Kratos in God of War, and then it goes Tom Holland, and then they've like deep fake Tom Holland on there.
Because they used to play everything.
He probably could, but he probably shouldn't. Is
Play
This is Michael
Atreus or
6,
whatever.
bro. This guy can fucking be Ant-Man if you want.
he's a good actor, but I'd say like in Uncharted, like he acts his ass off, but he also doesn't suit. Like he's fine playing as an actor, but he didn't suit the movie. And it's kind of weird. It sort of looks like a kid playing an adult's role. That whole movie's
You
kind
reckon I'll
of
get The Rock.
nah. The Rock's you watch the
He's
Rock
gone
take a
downhill now after Black Adam.
Black Adam's caused him some grief. He's gonna go back. He'll do safe family movies for a bit and fucking that's
good.
it.
He's going to he'll be off for a while if plans come through because he'll be facing Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. So if that ends up going through,
That's what I
he'll be
mean
off
though.
for
Like he's gonna go do
months,
some
man.
safe shit. He's not gonna go out and bloody try and change the world and be a superhero anymore.
Go back to action movies, bro. That's the best thing they did.
Well, I saw the casting for because we get the next Fast and Furious next year, and they've got fucking
There's another one.
There's fucking 10, bro. It's the
there's
last one, isn't it?
two. It's in
No,
two
there's
parts,
9.
though.
I'm sure there's 9.
Yeah, well, no,
Oh,
Fast
yep.
9 was the last one that came out. 10's the last in the entire franchise. It's split into two. They've added Jason Momoa and Brie Larson into the cast as well now. So fucking man, like that's the cast alone's costing what it takes to bloody make 5 movies. I think. Fucking.
They'll probably end
unbelievable.
up with Roman Reigns as well because he was in Hobbs and Shaw and he's finishing up WWE soon.
I didn't mind
they'll
Hobbs and
probably end
Shaw,
up
to be
going
honest.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, I didn't
Don't
mind it at all.
mind
I liked Idris Elba in it as well. It was good. Anyway, speaking of fucking buff, bald, bearded men, Shelby wanted to talk about some witchcraft. That's
What
what.
does that have to do with buff, bald, bearded
Nothing at
man?
all. Just magic, bro.
I'm here.
It's
I'm here for you to put a spell on me.
Magic.
Just magic.
It is. Are you saying I'm a buff, bald, bearded man?
Before we get cracked into buff, bald, bearded men magic, should we be blowing cinnamon? Like, honestly,
Yeah, do it.
should we?
Do it.
That-
Go get it right now. Right now, go.
No,
get it.
no, you got to
No,
blow it into
but-
the entrance of the house, and it
Yeah,
brings
so
wealth.
yeah.
You
Go do
It
it.
brings wealth.
Hold your
But
camera with
no,
you.
no, no.
got to
hold
take
on.
cinnamon to the doorstep.
Hold on. We don't need that because I have a much better spell for bringing fortune for the start of the year. And this comes directly from, we're going to discuss this because this is fucked. It comes directly from the Witchcraft Handbook of Magic Spells and Potions book that I have, which we've talked about before, and it's got some weird stuff in it.
I just
And
want to
for
point
those-
out that I saw this sitting on her desk, and I thought it was the Darkhold from Marvel.
It looks like it. For those who may be new to the podcast, I'm apparently a witch, so I have witch stuff, including spell books. So we're going to read about this money spell called To Have Money Always, which is a Gaelic charm. Now, prepare yourself for this. To have money always, first kill a black rooster. Then
I'm so
after
glad you
nightfall-
said rooster.
Fuck's sake.
No comment.
That's not even. Then after nightfall, go to the meeting of 3 crossroads where a murderer is buried. Throw the dead bird over your left shoulder then and there, and in the name of the devil, holding a piece of money in your hand all the while. And ever after, no matter what you spend, you will always find the same piece of money undiminished in your pocket. First off, you gotta find a murderer, kill him, bury him at 3 crossroads, then kill the black rooster. So that's the part that they leave out.
This is why no one has any
I'll go
money.
straight to hell for this. What the fuck?
Yeah, this is this spell book. I bought it because I was like, okay, I guess there's probably like some cute little money spells and stuff in here. No, this is like a historical book of like
So
That's not a
weird
spell,
shit.
bro. That's literally committing murder.
to get a piece of money that
To get
never
infinite
goes
money.
away.
It's basically like
Just
the never-ending
fucking
Tim
grab the
Tams,
guy's
man.
wallet.
It's just a
Hey, there's still like 6 more in there.
never-ending.
Infinite money glitch. Infinite money glitch.
It's see, when you first started it, I thought, oh, you know what would be cool is if we do like YouTube tutorials. But now that you mentioned killing people, probably not a good idea to film
Probably
it.
not a good idea. Look, I think like the funniest thing for me is I just said like infinite money glitch, right? But
Yep.
the steps to recreate this spell are similar to the steps you might recreate a bug in a game, like doing a bunch of fucked up shit that nobody expects a user to do in a game to then get infinite money. So
It's like doing an Easter egg challenge in Call of Duty Zombies. You know, you gotta go, down B with this pipe from the wall, and
No, it is the start of the year, and everyone is feeling a bit chaotic in the witch community right now, if they're the astrology kind, because Mercury is in retrograde. Which, if you don't actually know what that means and you only know the phrase, retrograde motion is when a planet appears when you observe it to reverse direction. It's an optical illusion, and it happens about 4 times a year for Mercury. So that's apparently when fucked up shit happens.
Why Mercury? What's wrong with Mercury?
Mercury is like the god of like mischief and strife and stuff.
I thought it was a planet.
But like it's named
No.
after the god.
God. What about Venus?
I
Wait,
don't know. Venus is femininity and fertility
Did
and stuff,
that-
isn't it?
Old sus guy go up there and name it and just change the P to V?
Wait, is women from Venus? Is that what they say?
Yeah.
No, girls go to Jupiter to get more stupider.
Ah.
No, boys go to Jupiter to get more stupider.
Shit.
Oh yeah, girls go to Mars to get more bras.
Oh, you're a witch.
That's not what I
Yeah.
Anyway, so
I'm a guy, but it's fine.
so people have been like because I've been on the Witchcraft subreddit, people have been panicking a bit because of this. Because it's also the start of the year.
Because
so
of
it's, like,
retrograding.
Yeah, so they're saying it's starting the year off bad. So if you have a bunch of spells that you want to do about cleansing and resetting and freeing yourself of curses, you should do them now. So that's why I read that one.
Didn't Vince explain how we get rid of curses? You got to pee them out.
Yes.
No, you don't. You gotta get your old sus import uncle to pray for you with his hand on your thing.
Shoulder. He's pointing to his shoulder.
He's pointing to his shoulder.
I'm stressed out from Arabs. That's why I forgot what Arab. I'm stressed. I'm
Okay.
enough of this conversation. Fucking Lebos.
I do also because you asked me about like a fortune spell.
What's
or, like,
can we? I want to hear about your spells, but also can you give us a spell we can actually do?
Yeah.
Because I don't know where the murdered man is buried at the crossroads. Like if I did, I'd
We
get
gotta
that
find-
money.
I mean,
It's,
there might be more of those than we think. You can make a money bowl, which is it's similar to the cinnamon spell, but like more long lasting. So a money bowl is a symbolic bowl of like rice and stuff like that brings wealth into your home. So you can set up a vessel. Some people use a bowl. Some people use like an abalone shell. Some people pick a bowl that might be green or gold because money, that sort of thing. Rice in the bowl, cinnamon sticks or powder. Cinnamon again is a common like theme for wealth. You have to put money in the bowl, so like coins and notes or whatever you have in it. You have to put a candle in the bowl, especially if it's green or gold, or a white candle is fine as well. And some people like to engrave stuff on the candle, like the angel numbers, so 888. And then you can put a bunch of crystals in it and a bay leaf, and then you got to cleanse around the bowl and leave it in your house and burn the candle.
I can't help but think, right? I just my mind went straight to, if you want happiness, just put $2 in an envelope and send it to Happy Dude at 7 Green.
Look, you get the money back in the end, okay?
Fuck. Let's run a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, Ponzi scheme. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it's going back. Coffeezilla also does a breakdown of like scams and schemes, like Ponzi schemes and stuff like that. And what was it? What's that show? Fucking
Yeah, the Shark
Dragon's
Tank.
Lair, Shark Tank,
Like
whatever. it is.
Dragon's Den, actually.
Dragon's Den.
Den.
And the guy's like explaining how his whole thing works, and he starts going, it's posted up here, then it comes down to these people here, and that, and then the guy's like, "You've drawn a pyramid."
Because he's trying to say it's not a pyramid scheme.
But he's at the same time he's just drawn a
Drawn it,
pyramid.
yeah.
Oh, it's so fucking great. I mean, I've been really watching some shit in the last couple of weeks. It's great. It tickles me so much. But yeah, we should definitely start our own scam, is what I've learnt though,
Yes.
I'm so down.
because they make so much money. Like the scammers, but like, holy
We should just
shit.
scam the scammers. I mean, we can't get in trouble for taking their money.
You know what?
Trying to
And then
like you.
someone could scam us, and then all of a sudden it starts to.
Come on. What do we do with that? I don't know. Bobby, I'll scam you, you scam me. Done. We just
We
go
should
back
do
to
a
Maybe
scamming each
we
other.
should do a
Scamming
pyramid
themselves.
scam. No one does that, right?
We'll do
Sort
like
of
a hexagon one.
A hexagon, yeah. It's a circle scam. Yeah, okay. So I think Shelby, probably the challenge for you is finding a spell that we can actually do and prove.
I just described
no.
one. Everyone has a
Let
bowl
me
and a
finish.
handle and
Let
some
me
rice.
finish.
One without a bowl. One we can say.
I'd like to. I would like. I'm not saying you do it right the second, but I'd like to see proof that it works. And like we've gone over in previous podcasts, but it's a new year, right? You need a new spell with a new track record of success. You know, and so I think we should start doing some spells, basically, and not the kind of spells our neighbors have been doing in their backyard. They're smoking something, but
I'm coming to spell with them.
It's definitely it's been silly season.
We can smoke those sort of herbs. That'll work.
Yeah, but what does that bring you? What magic powers?
Happiness, bro. What do you mean?
Brings you happiness.
There's a
no
lot
more
of
anxiety.
There's a lot of like witchcraft practicing that uses weed in it. Like it's all up to you as well and your intentions and stuff. You can put weed in whatever fucking witchcraft shit you want. You want to put weed in your money bowl and you have an actual bowl? You can.
Just a weed bowl? Just a bowl of weed? Just a bud, maybe?
Do whatever you want. If it makes you happy, do it.
Next thing you know, you just see me fucking lighting up a bong and I'll be like, I'm doing spells. Leave me alone.
Okay. There is like another easy spell you can do that people find has interesting results. It's called a cord cutting ceremony. So you can have 2 candles that each represent a person. So usually yourself and somebody that you have a relationship with that you're trying to break or you're trying to get away from them or you feel you have a bad relationship with them. So you put those 2 candles across from each other and you wrap a flammable cord between them evenly and then you light both candles and you basically observe and then scribe from the cord cutting what has happened. So a lot of them might have like one of the candles just burns down faster than the others or it lights the cord on fire and tries to burn down the other candle and it's like a way of divination as well.
That's gangster. I'm gonna do that.
I'll send you a video.
That's actually hectic. Yeah, please. I want to actually do that and I'll film it for you guys. That's
who you trying to break away from?
Yeah. Who should,
this podcast.
It's ops. Yeah, I called it. I knew he was going to say.
I run this podcast. This is the Wallah. I like bacon and I'm Christian, so it's fine. The Wallah Loves Bacon podcast.
Oh, yeah. Wallah does not love bacon.
No, it's fine. I love it.
People usually do cord cutting ceremonies when it's like an ex or like a family member they're going to contact them and stuff. Yeah.
Ops, yeah.
So it's like a very easy one to do.
Oh man. Okay. Anyway, moving along from some magic tricks. This is probably
tricks.
magic spells. No, this is a magic trick. This is a short one. I just wanted to go. It's a very developing story at the moment. But YouTube pulled a magic trick of their own, very quietly, that they haven't actually done much to tell anyone about it. But their guidelines have changed, and swearing is a no-no on the platform now, like all swearing. Shit, damn, fuck.
Even after 30 seconds?
Even after 30 seconds.
No.
I thought it was the first 8 minutes.
No, they changed it.
30 seconds,
so what they've done, and this is what I mean by it's developing. But basically, it used to be if you say fuck in the first 30 seconds, then you're demonetized. But now if you say any kind of swear word in like the first, I think it's a percentage of the video, it now demonetizes automatically. And it's retro as well. So anything in your entire library that has a swear word in the first part of the film or movie or YouTube video or whatever, demonetized straight up. And YouTube has not communicated this. They've just done it. It's happened already. It's already done.
Jim Cornette's rolling in his grave, bro, and he ain't even dead yet. I need to see if he's posted anything about this.
So it's and I'd like, if for example this podcast, we definitely said some shit in the first half of this podcast for sure. So there's no chance.
Fuck.
Yes.
But it's still developing. But I think and there's plenty of people doing commentary on it, and I'm sure you'll see it around the YouTube and everything else. But I think it's basically YouTube are trying to get more advertisers, and they're trying to be more brand safe because that's where they get their money from, right? So they need the content to be more. But it's like, it's not just swearing. Like, it's like damn as well. It's also like violent video games, like kiss your Call of Duty video goodbye, etc., etc. It's the thing is that
fucking stupid.
It is stupid. And if you can age gate it, but then you're going to be restricting your money anyway. But also the thing is that the people that want to make money, the people that are out there that just play the system, right? They want to make money. That's why they make content, etc. They're going to now have a 30-minute intro to their Call of Duty video of them just talking to the camera, being nice, so they can monetize the video. And then they're going to show you 3 minutes of gameplay at the end of it, because that's the only way they're going to be able to make any money on these videos. And they're just changing the formula. But yeah, I think there's a thing that I learned when I was doing marketing and stuff for my day job. If we have bad news, you roll it out over a holiday because no one notices it. So there's a reason why this dropped quietly over the Christmas New Year's period, because they know it's shit and people are not going to be happy with it. And most commentators and most YouTube commentators and stuff, they're off for most of January anyway. So by the time they come back and discover all the damage, it'll be already done. So there you go. So kiss your YouTube careers goodbye. Could be worse. Could be Kick, if anyone knows what Kick is. We won't go into that today. That might be a later thing.
Wow.
Kick is Trainwreck's response to Twitch. Basically, it's his own Twitch, but it's owned by a gambling website.
Isn't that the one that just got like hacked and all the database got breached, or is that something else?
Wouldn't surprise me. There was
something got hacked a couple weeks ago.
Maybe, I don't know. I looked at it and I made sure I got my name on it, and then the more I looked into it, I went, "Holy shit! This is a scam. It's a scam worthy of Coffeezilla." This is a fucking. But yeah, apparently there's been people boinking and shit on there now, and it's getting some real unwanted attention. But so it's pretty much it's like fucking the underground gambling sex dungeons, buddy, of Twitch. It's
put me on this.
Yeah, sure, go for it. Sure, go for it. But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to bring that up because that's a developing story. We'll keep an eye on the YouTube thing and see how much it blows out. But it could very much turn into a oh man, I was going to say turn into another Twitter, because Twitter's going through shit at the moment. Twitch has already done most of their shit. Now just fucking YouTube's next, I guess. They're all going to be pretty horrible.
We're going to go back to MySpace and Bebo.
Bebo.
Is that fucking back up? I fucking reserved the username Vince. I'm not Bebo's back up. I reserved it in 2020.
No way. There's no way that could be around.
Yeah, Bebo.com. They're remaking it.
Well, that was the perfect time to wrap up and plug ourselves. So we already know that we got bebo.com/Vince. If you want to go check out what Vince is up to on Bebo.
It's shut down. It's now Poply.com. Fuck, I don't got.
Oh, that's a horrible name.
Everything is ringing for me right now. Holy shit.
He's a wanted man.
He's too connected.
He's a wanted man.
How do I mute this? Oh no.
This is a problem with being like the Apple ambassadors. All of your devices will ring at the same time.
All at once.
Phone, watch, second phone.
I can't hear anyone. I just hear my 8-year-old cousin ringing me to tell me he made me a YouTube video edit. There we go. It's done.
Fantastic. Tell me how shit YouTube is now. Anyway, let's wrap things up. Apart from you, what are you up to, Vince? What have you been doing?
Wait for tracks from me.
Wait, I was gonna say,
and I've been waiting for this fucking Ed to drop his fucking beats, his vocals for me. I got an album literally done. It's got 2 verses left, and I need him to drop them
this week.
He's straight fire. Also, I made a cowboy song. I'm a cowboy now. I'm cowboy hat.
Give us a yeehaw.
Yeehaw!
You're hearing it in my song. Yeehaw! You're hearing it in my song.
Where can people find your songs, Vince?
Spotify, Instagram, it's everywhere, bro. YouTube, Apple Music, Tidal, Deezer. There's the fucking North Korean music streaming company that has my music on it now. I don't know what it's called. It's everywhere. Just type in Moe, don't worry.
Moe, don't worry.
Don't worry.
Tame,
Frog, I do want to make beats. Sorry.
Tame, apart from not doing the tracks for Vince, what have you been up to?
I've been playing a bit of video games, but I've been also doing shit like this.
Hey.
So I'm going to be streaming it on Twitch as well, doing more.
Getting some painting on Twitch?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I'll tune into that.
Do that.
Oh, fucking, I can vibe with that shit. It's
hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Follow me on Twitch, Tate Moses. I'm everywhere.
Yeah, we'll set it up so we'll post links in the description. We'll also get it so we can post them in chat as well. Be a good idea. Shelby.
You can find me at shellbunny_ on Twitter or shellbunny on Twitch. I do stream most Thursdays and Saturdays. I haven't lately because I've had a few other issues to deal with, but Thursdays and Saturdays, going forward. Usually
she's deep diving into Subnautica.
lots of Subnautica Below Zero, and Project Zomboid. And I think next is Grounded, but we'll see how that goes.
Hell yeah, I'm down to play some Grounded.
Yeah, same.
You can
I've
find,
seen it.
You can
Looks
find me
mad.
everywhere. Zombies LB Bacon. If you're watching this live, you already know where we are. And follow ZLB Podcast on Twitter to keep up to date. We're going to be doing this live every week, and then we get published everywhere else on Monday as normal. But the live stuff's cool, I think, and we're going to keep doing it. And yeah, it's I don't know. We'll have more witch spells. I don't know about jumping out of a cake. That's probably not going to happen.
No, I'm telling you, I'm actually going to deep fake it for you. I need you to send me a 2-minute video of your face.
He's going to deep fake it for
Left,
me.
right. Yeah, I'm going to deep fake.
Well, with that all said, we're going to see you all again next week for more ZLB Podcast. See ya!